getting sucked in because your air filter came off. That's dirt.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff in there.
Yeah, it's literally dirt from getting sucked in from the carburetor. That was in the combustion chamber. Yeah. He's gonna pull this apart and it's just gonna be full of dirt.
Whoops.
Wow.
This side just as bad?
Oh yeah. Kept running though.
That's amazing.
Okay, I'm at it again. So published Julie's video. Thanks for everybody that's watching it. Like I said before, it's kind of long, but I trimmed it way back. It's like 2 hours. You can fast forward a lot of it, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. Anyway, back in the shop. I know at the last video I said I needed to clean, which I did, but then I got going on another project and got it kind of dirty again. But I got a project out of the way that's been lingering for a long time, and I really needed it before I start the build on the new truck. Not having a flat work surface in this entire building really created tripping hazards and just a disaster. So I did clean. I got, obviously, Kashmir, you saw that, and we got her new bug in here. This one's pretty badass. I don't know if I talked about it in another video, but we found it in Vegas. Good deal. Nice old school bug, and it's all street legal. So we just got it so she can run around on it and get better at driving a stick. And they're so fun. I'm kind of on board. Like these beetles are badass. I've never owned them before, but they're pretty cool. So now she's got 2 of them. We took Kashmir's wheels and tires off and put on there because we're going to switch back over to the wide 5 and get her bead locks and maybe drop a size tire. These are 32s. The new motor will handle it, and I like the ability, the rolling ability that these bigger tires give, but I don't know, we might experiment with wheel size. So anyway, if you notice, those are Kashmir's wheels and they'll work perfect for this thing. So anyway, back on track. Here's the project that I needed to do. I saw a guy on YouTube that built a bench similar to this, and I really liked how he did it. And I've needed lots of drawers because everything for this beast I want organized. So yeah, Zeus's, spring plates, everything to put Zeus fasteners together, net snaps, Clecos for sheet metal. Gonna need a lot of those, and then trick tabs. I'm gonna just load up everything that is going to be needed to tab this out, and then electrical. All the electrical solder and solderless connections I have in this. They've always been in this, but this was tucked away up front. I moved it out back, but more importantly, I got a workbench. It's 15 feet long, 2.5 feet deep, and it's just a work surface. My welding table has always turned out to be my work surface, and then when I need to weld something, it's just a cluttered mess, and I spend more time moving shit out of the way and cleaning stuff up than just getting work done. So nice big flat work surface. I didn't need anything really heavy duty, just a flat surface to assemble stuff on and put stuff on. I got some inspiration from my good friend Matt Lovell, who's like the Albert Einstein of organization. How he sets up his stuff like this, his workbenches and stuff, is just awesome. It's like an erector set where if you need a vise, you slip it into like a receiver hitch type thing. When you don't need it, you can slip it out and slip in like your bead roller and just all kinds of other stuff. So that's kind of the inspiration I want to go with it. I'll probably put a receiver hitch here, and then I'll store my bead roller over here, and then when I need it, I can stick it on here and roll sheet metal. Also, I'll put my shock spring compressor and stuff here and have kind of a shock rebuild station. I might get another one of those cabinets and put here, just so we can have nothing but shock rebuilding stuff. But yeah, have it all set up. Just a versatile work surface, plus a little storage up there. Nice and sturdy. I built this thing for under 500 bucks. So angle iron, for some reason, is just dirt cheap. You know, if you want to buy box tubing or anything, it's hella expensive, round tube, but angle is just cheap, super cheap. So I think I bought all the angle iron for this for, I don't know, it was like around 200, I think it was like 212 bucks. Those drawers, they're just beautician drawers. Found them on Amazon. I think they were 48 bucks a piece. I bought 4 of them. Sheet of plywood. You know, I think it was, this isn't anything fancy, it's just 3/4 inch ply. But yeah, I think this whole thing was like under 500 bucks, like I think I added it up, it's like 492 or something like that. So, you know, pretty cool. And then a couple of days of my time to weld it all together and put it together. So, all right, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this thing finished up, stocked up, pick up my little mess, get stuff organized and get this pushed over. And then by the end of this video, you're finally gonna see me taking measurements and getting working on this thing. First thing I need to do is tear my other truck apart and start inventorying that stuff of what's gonna be used on this. And then I will measure for mounts for the hood. I'm gonna square it all up, make sure everything's square, and then fab the mounts up for the roof, because basically the doors hang off of that, the hood attaches to the doors, and the beds, so everything hinges off of that roof. So that's the first stages you'll see. And then I'm thinking about, once the body mounts are done on this, loading it on the trailer and sending it to the wrap guy to get wrapped. And then while it's gone, you know, it'll be gone a week or so. While it's gone, it'll give me a little bit more room and time. I can strip the old truck down. And then when it comes back, I'll hang the body up so it's nice and safe and doesn't get all beat up. And then we'll start fabbing on this. So I'm gonna ask you guys, I don't know what to do with this chassis. It's gonna be a roller. It won't have all the operating stuff like the dash, the electronics, the coolant system, the fuel cell. Probably will stay with it. The wheels and tires plus the new race lines, brand new trophy truck race lines. What else will it go with? And possibly the shocks minus the front bypasses. No skid boards, no extinguishers, spare driveline will go with it, first aid kits, you know, all that stuff. So it'll be a rolling chassis. The exhaust will go with it for an LS because I won't need them, won't use it on this. Oh, and possibly this rear end housing will go with it as well, because I did intend to put that in there because it'll work great in there. So anyway, my point is I'm kind of torn. Like, I'll probably put her up for sale. If anybody's interested, you know, hit me up, send a comment or anything. Fair price, negotiable. You know, guys, just throw me prices. We could deliver to a point, can't go too far. I mean, it's a good chassis. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a 3/4 size. It's not a full size like this. It's about 3/4, so it'll fit inside an enclosed trailer. You can put obviously an LS in it or a Ford or whatever you want, as long as it's a small block style. Suspension works great. Geometry works great. you know, make somebody a really fun truck, or if you want to race it, you know, you can race sportsmen and stuff with it. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I just don't know really what I want to do with it. But if it'll go to a good home, then it'll get built in a build that we would be more than happy to assist with. You know, let me know, and we'll get it cleaned up and get it to you. So, all right, that's enough. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to clean this up, finish this bench, and then get stuff organized and start getting measurements and stuff off this. All right, see ya. Okay, did some measurements. I didn't really film that because it's kind of boring. Made sure the body was all squared up and everything is fitting awesome. Made these little standoffs here. They're just temporary to hold this in place, and then I'll box those up. That it's bolted to those. And then I've got this bar here that is gonna go off of the A-pillar here and around and tie into those trick tabs there for the front. And then after that, I think what I'll do is get these side Nerf body mounts made, and that'll double as the exhaust mount, just like it's on the other truck, but it's also where the lower part of the body ties into. I'll make that out of probably 1.5 inch 120 volt box tubing, and it'll come off the frame, the base of the frame there over and then up, and that'll also be where our step ties into. So right now I'm just working on that upper part. Once the lid, like I said before, once the roof is fastened in place, everything just hangs off of it. So I have the hood C-clamped to the doors. That way that is where it will live. And then I'll have to go in and fab up the bumper bar and all that for the hood pins. That probably won't happen until later. But right now, if I can get the hood and the doors fitted, it makes everything else just that much easier. And then I might take some time and film putting together this mock-up motor from Speedway, because I will need it in the truck here fairly soon. That way I can get the mid plate fitted, and that also determines where the transmission will go. This chassis is big, but the Turbo 400 is what this thing was made for, so the yoke should line up perfectly, and then I can have a driveline made, a couple of them actually. But that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, we'll get it all tabbed up and the body on there. I'm still contemplating whether I will send this to get wrapped first. I don't know yet. I'm still debating, because if I take it to the wrap place, I'm gonna have to take the dollies and put it on dollies for them in their shop, which might work out fine for them because it's easier for them to move around, but it's just kind of a hassle. And I'll talk to him and see if he's ready for it and he's got time for it. Then I might run it over there and seize the opportunity, because his shop's pretty darn busy. If he doesn't have time for it yet, then I'll just schedule it out a month or so, and then by then it'll be ready to go. But once one thing for sure though, once I get the hood and the door mounts done, I'm gonna start tearing into this, and I'll probably just time lapse that entire thing, because it's gonna be a slow, meticulous process a little bit. I think I can probably tear it down in a week. I'm giving myself 5 days to do it, but when I do, I want to just look over everything and make sure everything's good, replace anything that needs replaced, and anything that we can use, make sure it's good to go for reuse. So, all right, that's where I'm at. All right, I thought I was recording. I had the camera going, and my exterminator showed up, and the camera timed out or something, but so I didn't get all this recorded, unfortunately, but I'll show you. I got an upper bar stretched all the way across, met the curve of the roof, and then put those trick tabs on there. And then you saw those already. And now I'm working on these Nerf bars here. You can see how I did that. They're just tacked in right now. I will sheet metal underneath here and kind of close it all off. The exhaust will be running through here, but it gives a nice solid bar all the way across, and then our step will come out right here. Nice sturdy body mount, and then I will just from the inside just weld little tabs with some nut certs or body mount tabs in there for the other ones. That way it's got more points. So yeah, sorry I didn't get all this recorded, but I will get the other side right now. These holes aren't symmetrical with the other side. And this right here is 14 inches up for the bed side. 4 bolts and 2 bolts. Body mount bolts that go there. Trying to do this so I don't have to drill more holes in the body. I just would like to use what's already there. I'm using 5/16 20 rib nuts. Old truck. A little more positive. I'm welding these full supports in. I'm gonna weld them in permanent, but I'll probably end up making a cut somewhere along here so I can detach them. Like when we're out testing, we don't want the body on and stuff. I already cut the connector bars, or outriggers, whatever you want to call them. And then I used this little angle scale here to get the correct angle of cut on them, because they are angled upwards a little bit. Which I am happy about, that way they don't hang down below the frame, so if we're skidding over stuff, the edges of the body will be elevated above the plane. The skid pan. Alright, get these cut up. Of my angle cuts were off a little bit, and there's a little bit of a gap, but I'll take care of those. I'll gusset that all up and put sheet metal under it. Nice thick skid pan, so should work really well. All right, I'm gonna tear into this engine here, mock-up engine. Do a little unboxing on it maybe. I think this is the heads and this is the main block. I've used mock-up mirrors before. I used to have a foam one, and they work all right, but bolt kit. Yeah, heads hardware kit. all labeled. The foam ones work all right, but they have their structural limitations. Like when I wanted to weld the headers and stuff onto it, the little nut certs in the foam tend to pull out with a little bit of weight. Looks like the head, the ends of the heads. The main body of it, I guess. I notice they're labeled 2D. Well, some of them are. 2C. 2C. Yeah, they do have some markings on them. I don't know. There's no instructions. Probably gonna be one of those things where you just have to know how it goes together, huh? 2E. For those of you out there that are looking at me going, well, you're stupid, this is easy. Well, that lines up like that, so that must go like that. Tall deck and lower deck. Okay, and then your valve covers can go on there. Alright, so that let's go like that. This side though is angled different. Alright. Probably a YouTube video for it. 2B. Oh, I see. 2A. Okay, I get it. Maybe, like this one says 2A. Says 2D. Alright, I thought maybe you line up the 2A and the 2A with 2A. I don't know. We'll figure that out. God damn, they're oily. So anyway, my point was the foam ones that I've used before, they have their limitations. They're kind of weak. Storage wise, when you're not using them, you got basically this engine sized thing hanging around. I thought this one was kind of cool because I can just take it apart, stuff like a tote or something, store it away. Then I guess it doesn't matter, you still got a big ass tote to store, huh? Anyway. Well, packaging is a little interesting here. This will be really nice to get the headers made. Make sure we got clearances on all of our coolant lines and stuff. And Matt Lovell sent me a print file for my 3D printer to make the click together header template things. So you can basically, with these plastic pieces, you can click together the shape of your headers, ultimately making a plastic header, and then you can duplicate it when you make it out of metal. So I'll try to do a video on that. I'm not very good at the 3D printing yet. Still kind of learning it. There's a lot of stuff in here. All right. That's what you get. Yep. Bolt kit. Motor. Here's a piece of paper. Maybe this is the instructions here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. I feel better now. Oh, there's the head instructions right there. All right, cool. Kind of figured there was. Speedway's pretty good with their stuff. I like them. I use them a lot. Get this out of here. I got this box in here. I think it's kind of cool. Looks just like a motor. This one is they were out of the actual LS ones. But when I talked to them, when I went to order it and spoke to them, the small block Chevy one is almost identical. Everything's the same. And this still has the LS motor mount holes in it. So that's pretty much the only difference between a regular small block Chevy and the LS is the motor mounts underneath. I think LS's are moved forward or moved back a little bit, but this accommodates it. So you can get a small block Chevy one that'll work for an LS setup. So, all right, that's cool. Keep this stuff separated. That's obviously the front. This is the back. Their logo on it. It's kind of maybe a valley pan. This is the underneath. You can put your oil pan on it. Valley. Those are your two decks, and it does accommodate for tall deck or short deck. So that's cool. All right. Goes with that. Cool. Well, I was expecting that to take a little bit longer. It took me literally like probably 30 minutes. Went together really easy and pretty well engineered. I'm really surprised. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's heavy duty. Comes with larger bolts for the heads because pretty much everything hangs off of that. But pretty cool. Transmission bolts right up to it. Yeah, kind of neat. I wish building a real motor was that quick and easy. And I always get nervous when I'm putting stuff together and I have hardware left over. Yeah. A lot of nuts and bolts. I haven't read the instructions yet, so I'm sure they explain these are probably Probably bolts to use to mount stuff on here. But, and I did notice these really big ones. It did say that if you want to bolt your actual heads onto this, this will thread onto your head bolts and your head studs on the other side. So those are what those are for, but all the others, I don't know. But anyway, that's it. Kind of cool. I'm going to put it to good use. Yeah. So, all right. It's kind of a random video of a bunch of little hodgepodge of stuff. I got multiple projects going on right now. So I'm just trying to catch them all and throw some content out there. So I am getting ready to do the raffle for the shirts. Haven't forgot. I had to learn how to do that online random draw thing through YouTube. So I'll get that thrown together, and maybe in this video I will announce the winners. I think I'll give away like five shirts and stickers and stuff. So we'll announce 5 winners. Incredible. We have just a ton of new subscribers. Super appreciate it. And we hit some major landmarks with our subscriber count and our viewer count. So I really appreciate that. I like the pace that the channel's growing at. I didn't want it to grow too fast. But anyway, it's all for fun anyway. And hopefully I can give some educational content while we're doing this. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the like button and leave a comment if you want to see something in some future videos. So, all right, I'm getting pretty tired. Been out here all day. I'm gonna hit it. Yeah.